Hello aspirants, I welcome you all on the YouTube channel of ANALYST IAS. Our today's topic for focus of the day's discussion is the patent laws in India. So we will see why and news. What is a patent? What is National IPR Policy, which is Indian Patent Right Policy? What are the terms of the patent? Then we will see what are the present concerns with the patent system in India. After that, we will see the way forward, and then we will come to our today's prelims practice question and the mains practice question as well related to this. Then now we'll start why and news. The author, basically an article was introduced or written in the Indian Express on the 30th January. The name of the article was Enforcing the Patent Bargain. So we are discussing it. The National IPR Policy was released in the May 2016 by the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade under the Union Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Try to remember the name of the ministry. It is often asked in prelims. To develop a more innovative and creative Bharat, and has led to numerous structural and legislative changes as well. What is a patent? So a patent is a system of intellectual property that gives its owner the legal right to exclude others from making, using or selling an invention for a limited period of time in exchange for publishing and enabling disclosure of the invention. Now, what is National IPR Policy? The National IPR Policy was published in May 2016 by the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, earlier known as the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. I already told you the ministry. The ministry was Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Okay, Union Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Then the document aimed to enable the government's comprehensive vision for the country's IPR ecosystem and develop a more innovative and creative Bharat. The document described 7 major objectives. Now we will look towards each of them. First is the IPR outreach and promotion, raising public understandings of the IPR's positive effects on the economy, society and the culture. Second, to encourage the generation of the IPRs by cultivating an inventive and innovative environment. Third, replace obsolete rules with strong effective IPR laws that combine the rights holders' interest with the broader public interest. Fourth, human capital development for intellectual property education, research and skill building. Fifth, modernize and improve service-oriented IPR administration through the administration and management of innovation. Sixth, IPR commercialization to maximize the IPR value. Seventh, strengthening the enforcement and adjudicative processes to combat IPR infringements. Now, what are the terms of the patent? So, patents may be granted for inventions in any field of technology, from an everyday kitchen utensil to a nanotechnology chip. An invention can be a product such as a chemical compound or a process, for example, for producing a specific chemical compound. Patent protection is granted for a limited period only, generally 20 years from the filing date of the application, Remember the tenure. Patents are territorial rights. In general, exclusive rights are only applicable in the country or region in which a patent has been filed and granted in accordance with the law of that country or the region. What are the concerns with the laws related to the patent in India? The patent friendliness of the IPR ecosystem has been interpreted as being in favor of the patentees, which could adversely impact the country's public health commitments and national interest. Legislative safeguards which introduced in the Indian Patents Act to safeguard national interests and balance the country's decision to grant patents for a 20-year period for substances intended to be used as food, drug or medicine. Evergreening patents on drugs related to the treatment of diabetes, cancers, cardiovascular diseases and other serious conditions continue to be granted to pharmaceutical innovator companies by the Indian Patent Office despite the safeguards, and are regularly approved by the judicial system. In Novartis AG versus Union of India and others, the case of 2013, the Supreme Court had interpreted that the legislative intent behind Section 3 was to prevent evergreening through inconsequential changes or additions that did not affect the drug's therapeutic nature. What is the way forward? There are four stakeholders under the Patent Acts. First is the society, then is the government, patentees, and the market competitors. These are the four stakeholders. Now each of these stakeholders is a right owner under the Act. Interpretation, application, and enforcement of the Act to the exclusive benefit of the patentees through measures like evergreening affects the legitimate rights of other stakeholders, leading to anti-competitive market outcomes. Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat must be synchronized, and in event of a conflict between the two, Atmanirbhar Bharat must be prioritized in order to ensure India retains its position as a pharmacy of the world. Now we will come to our today's prelims practice question, that IPR disputes in India are under the jurisdiction of the Intellectual Property Appellate Board. Second option, the Kapila scheme helps raise patent awareness among students in higher education institutions. Which of the following statements is correct? You can pause the video and type the answer in the comment section, because I will be giving you this in the next slide. Now we will come to our today's mains practice question. A patent can help stop unscrupulous third parties from free riding on the efforts of the inventor. Discuss this statement in context of protection of innovative ecosystem in India. So we will come to our today's prelims practice question. I hope you all must have answered it. So first of all, this is not under the jurisdiction of the Intellectual Property Appellate Board. We saw this in the video. So the first statement is wrong. Hence 1 and C are wrong. Now the Kapila scheme helps raise patent awareness among students in higher educational institutions. This statement is correct. Do not confuse the Kapila with the animal husbandry. So the answer is B. This was all about today's video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay tuned for the next topic.